Hello everybody, here I am with my Royal Rumble predictions, and this is about, so far there's only 5 matches counting the Royal Rumble match in itself. What a Royal Rumble. It's going to be pretty good. I'm not going to say that this is looking like a bad card. It's a very good card, except for one particular match being the World Heavyweight Championship match, which I'm not a fan of either of these guys, mostly. To be honest, I think both of them suck, in the ring and mic-wise. I do not think JBL is as great as he is. John Cena used to be great on the mic until they started trying to lower him. And they really got away from why the fans loved him in the first place, because he spoke the honest truth about things, and he was so blunt about it. Now he's sort of this goody-goody, and no one's liking it. They're like, what the hell's going on? And I don't think that's going to work nowadays, but people say it is. To have like an old Hulk Hogan in there. My thoughts on something else. So, at the beginning of this, I thought they were going to do an IC title match, which definitely run this, but that would have been four straight matches. I didn't see the purpose of doing this, but now I do. There's not going to be one, but I was hoping the reason there was, but there's not going to be one since they played off the double DQ just so they could do a no DQ match tonight. So it's not going to be one. Instead, they're going to place your new ECW champion, Jack Swagger, on a rematch against Matt Hardy. To be honest with you, most of these are rematches. There's just a lot of rematches on this card, but they're good matches nonetheless. But I'm going to start with the ECW Championship match. Of course Jack Swagger is going to retain. He needs that build-up to be a champion. He can't just lose it that quick, especially how much time the company's been putting into him. Have you seen, just watching Sci-Fi, if you just flick through the channels, you'll see a Jack Swagger promo just on you'll see Jack Swagger being promoted for the ECW show instead of it being a well-known name like a Matt Hardy or a Mark Henry or even a Finlay. It's Jack Swagger, so they're definitely, or Evan Bourne, they're definitely pushing him towards that light. So he's definitely going to retain here, and Matt Hardy is going to be, I do think he's going to come out during Jeff's match. You have WWE Women's Championship match. You have Beth Phoenix, your champion, probably with Santino and Morella taking on Melina. Now they did have a very good match. I do think these two can have a very good match, but lately Melina's been a little bit off, I should say, after coming back from her injury. The only diva I know that has never done that was Trish Stratus, who looked like she's never saw ring rust in her entire life, was Trish Stratus. So it's not gonna be as good as the last match, but it still might be a very good match with these two women. And definitely Beth Phoenix is going to retain, and they're going to pull out Rucker on this one. I definitely think she's finally going to make her full TV appearance instead of being taken off of it so many times. Now you have Beth Phoenix, wow, I'm going to repeat the matches again. You have the World Heavyweight Championship match between John Cena and JBL with Michaels in his corner. Okay, now you could definitely tell this is geared more towards the JBL Shawn Michaels storyline, because John Cena doesn't have a storyline of his own. In recent weeks, he's been pretty much implemented in the storyline so they can push that heavyweight title on the marquee. But he's not really in any storyline right now, and I guess they're trying to fake that he is. So definitely it's looking like JBL is going to come out as the champion if John Cena, your heavyweight champion, is on the storyline. This would get a lot of heat. It wouldn't get as much heat as the other match would. That I'd imagine they'd do that instead of doing this would be much better. But I do call John Cena to retain this for a lot of reasons. Because Michaels definitely needs to, before he just has to make this dramatic step to interfere on this, because you see he's still unwilling. But I think in No Way Out he will do it in JBL's rematch. To get JBL the title, and then 1 month later we all know what's going to happen. But I think John Cena will retain here. Now you have the WWE Championship match between Jeff Hardy versus Edge. Now, Edge is, I could say this, Jeff Hardy's champion is very good. A lot of good ratings. Everybody's going to see Jeff. He's become more of a merchandise high merchandise seller now. He can push more merchandise now. If they carry this on long, he maybe have a shot at pushing towards the merchandise sales and or merchandise such as like Hulk Hogan, Austin, those kind of guys. I think Jeff Hardy does have that potential if utilized correctly. I think he does. There's a lot of people relate to Jeff. Now, everybody's standing behind Jeff right now, and I think a lot of people are saying that Christian is going to return. I don't care if Christian returns here, but I'm hoping it would be something around in the Royal Rumble match instead of the WWE Championship match itself. I want Edge to win probably by his own trickery, which he used to do, instead of run-ins, because I'm tired of Edge having run-ins. Because it's just, if you do it too much, it takes the effect away. So if he does it like this, you just expect it too much if there's going to be a run-in. I'm hoping that it's just some trickery, which he hasn't done in a while, to actually retain the title. Because that's in all of Edge's characters, too. So if he were to go over on Hardy in such a cheap way, the fans would be so pissed. It would be amazing. And Edge would probably get the most heat he'd ever have in his life. Just because he got the guy that everybody's standing behind and took away his title. But that wouldn't lose any faith in Jeff Hardy. They know that because from him looking so strong in the Triple H matches and in the Triple Threat, that he's definitely #1 contender. Unlike people like, who do they throw in that title race lately? They threw in CM Punk, who you couldn't compare to him. They threw in the Brian Kendrick, MVP, who are not looking like their heavyweight material just because of stuff like that. Because weren't pushed the same way as Jeff was. So I'm saying that Edge is going to win that. So there's my choices. It's Jack Swagger, Beth Phoenix, John Cena, Edge. Now that brings me to the 30-man Royal Rumble. I was going to do something stupid, and I knew I was going to get everyone wrong. But I was going to list all the people down in a row of how many, try to guess every single order. I think I still will try that, and I'll be particularly wrong. But definitely I should start off with something somewhat light after having all these heavyweight matches and then build to something big towards the end. Probably teasing like another Triple H Royal Rumble thing, and a few other contenders, heavy contenders in the ring at the end. So, my thoughts on who's going to win. I'm hoping it's not Triple H, Big Show, Kozlov, Benjamin, Undertaker, Orton, Kingston, Rey Mysterio, Miz, Morrison, Rhodes, DiBiase, Santino, Morello. You definitely know Manu's going to be in there, guys like that. Crime Time probably. Definitely things like that. And I'll probably come at you with another video of my top 5 Royal Rumble moments. But besides that, I think the winner may be Christian if he does return. If it's not Christian, unfortunately, it will be Chris Jericho. So that's my thoughts on that. Later.